Good evening, everybody. I wanted to have a panel stream this evening so we could talk about, I guess, the Thursday miracle that happened today. And I guess what I think about it since I've been getting thrown off of panel streams and out of chats since this all kind of started. Anyway, let me put the link in the description. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Hi, Donkey. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Miss Joe. WTT. Odin. William. Dylan. And GD. And Sasquatch. Anyway, someone come and join me on the panel stream, but I know that a lot of people are talking about this deal today with, gosh, I can't even think of this man's name, who had been claiming for the last, several weeks that she was paralyzed and in a wheelchair and was a full bird colonel, retired from the Marine Corps, and state my rank immediately, WTT. Well, I don't have any rank. I've never been in the military. My father was in the Army. My brother was in the Navy. My uncle was in the Navy in World War II. So I have a little military in my family, but I was pretty confident, all along that she was not a colonel. It was pretty obvious, and so I was a little surprised that no one else, could figure that out. So let's see if maybe I can pull up this video and we'll watch it, I suppose, while we're waiting to see if anyone will join. Hi, Darren. How you doing, Darren? Darren, can you hear me? I can't. Well, your mic is muted. That's why I can't hear you.
How about now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't. Well, your mic is muted. That's why I can't hear you. Okay, Darren, here's probably what's going to be the easiest thing is when you're not talking, you're going to have to mute your mic or we're going to get some reverb because you're not using earbuds right now.
I can't. Well, your mic is muted. That's why I can't hear you.
Okay, Darren, here's probably what's going to be the easiest thing is when you're not talking, you're going to have to mute your mic or we're going to get some reverb because you're not using earbuds right now. I'm back by myself. Texas Wolfman's device wouldn't connect, and so I couldn't bring him on the panel. I'm going to see if I can find this video, though. Here it is. See if I can figure out how to play it. I have quite a few windows open, so it's Wolfman. It's not showing. It's showing devices not connected, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's not catching a microphone. I'm not sure. So I can't bring you on. Let's see what it. Let's see. And there's no settings I can do back here in the back. Anyway, let me get back and see if I can play this video. I think I have to share the screen. And hi, Sasquatch.
Hi, Teresa.
How you doing?
I'm on a Supa Hawt panel stream.
I named it after you.
That's nice.
I was going to put WTT's dog in the background, but I didn't. I instead put some New Orleans pictures in the back.
What do you think? It's some interesting news.
It is. It's really weird. And it was kind of weird all along. I thought it's still not. It's still not connecting to your device, Wolf. I'm not sure why. I see you in the background, but I don't know why. I'm
The
not sure what's
Wolfman?
going on. Yeah, it did the same thing with William before. I don't know if it's the mic settings or just what it is, but it's showing it won't connect.
They're probably not on Apple.
Gotta have an Apple. Unless you're trying to use StreamYards, I guess. I don't know. I've been having issues with that and the sound and the mics and those kinds of things. Anyway. Well, you heard about Wolfman got his charges dismissed in Leon Valley.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, they had offered him a deal, and the deal was something like, I don't know, a $10 fine or some sort of $10 fee, and he just have to plead guilty, and that was basically it.
And the man said, "Fuck you," and yeah, he stood up to him. Fucking
That's right. He turned him
cheers,
down.
cheers to Wolfman.
That's right. Oh, here we go. I think we got you this time, Wolfman. How you doing?
Hey. What's
Talking
up,
about your case.
Sasquatch?
What's up, Wolfman? I mean, asshole.
Sitting out here in the comfy of my garage,
I mean, asshole.
smoking a cigarette.
How does it feel not
Yeah.
to have that charge over your head anymore?
It sure is a relief. Get the civil case moving forward. You know, it's been sitting idle for a year now. That's crazy. This is crazy. I want to get it going.
What do you hear about your equipment? Have you heard anything about that?
I called the secondary lawyer. I was going to use him because the primary lawyer, he doesn't listen. He yap, and will not listen. And then he brought on in the secondary guy who did listen to me. And I noticed that the primary lawyer listened to him. So I thought, well, that's cool. I can talk to the secondary guy, use him as a way to get my messages across to the main lawyer. And so I emailed him yesterday. And what can I do about getting my equipment back? And he emailed me back saying basically, look, I'm not your primary lawyer. He's your primary lawyer. You got to deal with him. So I have no clue. I think I need to get hold of Jack. I wanted to do that today. I forgot about it. See what he's doing and try to follow his footsteps.
Have they by chance sent you any, I guess, correspondence or anything that shows the charges dismissed?
I'm not sure if they would be able to. I don't think they would be able to.
Well, in the past, I've gotten like a letter in the mail that said, you know, we NOLO whatever they do with the the charge, and then it'll say at the bottom, you can retrieve your property at, you know, such and such place.
Yeah, they might not have the proper address.
But that could be it, and I'm sure they'll want $25 or something to get it back. I think that was the deal up there. I'd be willing to pay it myself, but I'd like to have my property back.
Oh yeah, I'd be more than willing to pay $25. I expect to. That's nothing. Hell, I got a GoPro, a phone, a 12-inch tablet. You know, that's my stuff that I could sell and make me some money. And then there's the flag that I want to do for charity. So yeah, I would definitely pay that $25.
Yeah, they should hand that back to you. I mean, they took it without giving you any money. Why should you give them any money to get it back?
I'm curious to see if they will charge him. You know, I mean, we've seen where when they tell somebody else that they can come pick their stuff up, and they want $25 for it. You know.
Yeah, well, I would, like I said, gladly pay it.
I would too. I'd give them that. And I'm glad to see these cases starting to get settled because, and Sasquatch, did you have any charges that you were facing there?
No, they just took my shit.
So you're still kind of waiting on some of those other charges to be dropped in that incident with the flag, or no? Is that all of them from the flag?
James Freeman's the last one.
That might be a holdup on your property still even, huh?
It could be.
I'm sure they'll use it as best they can. So anyway, what do you guys think about this miracle today that happened that no one saw coming? Nobody saw this coming. Just amazes me. I cannot believe.
I'm glad that fraud got caught.
I'll tell you what, there's some sick people in the community. I mean, people with physical ailments, and I think this is the right place to be. We have people that rise from the dead, get up from the wheelchair. What? Fuck hospitals. I mean, this is the place where you want to get better.
Well, there seems to be a big long stream of people willing to give them money, and whatever. If you want to give your money to people that are frauds, there are people out there that are doing really good work, and it seems like, I don't know. Maybe
Come
you'd want
to
your money to go
Discord
where
and get healed.
you'd want your money to go somewhere where it actually make a difference, instead of buying cigarettes and pills for someone,
Let's see, I just put out cigarettes. I've got no comment. I'm getting ready to take my pills, so I've got no comment.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. If you can buy your own pills and cigarettes, more power to you. But I mean, don't ask me for money for your pills and cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
How about just the cigarettes?
I might give you one.
A bag of weed? Nah, I ain't got much use for that, really.
That's what they say. Everything's better with a bag of weed. I heard that song somewhere.
I don't know what. I don't smoke weed, so.
I did in my day up until very recently, and nowadays it's just, well, what happens is I smoke weed, I'll cough. My shoulder, it can't take it. Every time, if I wanted to get high, it hurts like a bitch. Ain't worth it.
Oh, let me just say before anybody, a lot of people have been asking me if I paid the vet bill for that fake Marine, and I didn't send my money to that person. No.
I can't get over all the hypocrites that are on that channel. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them that were backing her up that night. I mean, it was unreal. And then today, when we throw that proof out there, they're like, "Oh well, I had my doubts the whole time," and yeah, it's just
then they're a fraud too. If they had an inkling and kept everything hush hush, if they saw, oh, I saw the leg raise up, everybody said that, but nobody said shit, then they're a part of the fraud. And if they don't say that, and they've seen what they've seen, but they haven't put two and two together, then you're just fucking stupid. No matter what you say, you knew, you didn't know, you're either a fraud or you're a dumbass son of a bitch.
Well, when she says she didn't have any discs in her spine and she's not in a fucking full body cast, are you fucking kidding me? Nobody picked up on that? You can't walk if you don't have discs in your back.
It was one crazy claim after another, and I had a comment on the video that I uploaded today, and I guess someone had been making notes over the course of the last few weeks that she's been on, and I mean, just the claims were just crazy. She trained 60,000 dogs. Her wheelchair cost her $150,000. She doesn't have any discs. They're just insane. And I don't understand how people would even buy into that.
If I had a $160,000 wheelchair, I could train 60,000 dogs.
Well, they don't make wheelchairs that are $160,000. I think the most expensive one is $50,000, and that's that tracked one that they're giving out to the handicapped vets.
Well, even that van that's got all the handicap stuff on it doesn't cost $150,000. Come on.
Yes, but to get away from that, we need to see if have a contest as to which one of the videos about that is better, yours or uh, Frog's. They're
Oh
both
yeah.
really good.
Well, I have a copy of the whole thing uploaded, and there's a link to it in the description. So if anybody wants, the whole copy of the video to make another funny video out of it, they're welcome to. Obviously, it's really not mine, so it's just a copy of it.
So do you think she's gone for good out of YouTube? You think she'll pop up under a different name? Or just go to a completely different platform and try the scam again?
Oh, of course she will.
I'm sorry, I said she. I shouldn't have.
He.
I tricked you into saying she.
I have a feeling that he's been run off of lots of different platforms before. I just have a personal opinion that that's probably something that's happened many times in his life.
WTT says it. No way is she gone for good. Yeah, I agree. A balance. Says hi to you, Wolfman, but no, I get
I'm
nothing.
sorry, I don't have my do-rag on, A-Balance. I'm sorry, man, you don't recognize me without it. What kind of white person wears a do-rag, he says? That was me. He said that, and I'm sitting there, hey, dude, that was me, man. He's like, oh, shit.
Remember the first time I saw you in a video, and I think it was the one in San Antonio where you got body slammed? And
Yeah.
I thought you were a Mexican guy. I guess you kind of, but
I am.
yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, that's what I thought was that you were a Mexican guy. I didn't think you were a white guy.
Well, I'm half-half. My mama was a Costa. Her parents came from Mexico. They came to the border to Eagle Pass. She was born there. She married my dad from Illinois, and I got somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I heard it tonight in that stream too. Gotta remember who it was, but it came up again that I'm racist because of that do-rag. Like, how many people out there have listened to Leonard Skinner, got a Leonard Skinner album with a Confederate flag on it? Please, that don't mean you're racist.
Oh yeah, that's that crazy rumor started by that
and it's not because
crazy
I want to
liar.
be drunk, it's because I feel bad. So I'm drinking wine.
What the hell?
You feel less bad.
Yes, Ronald Johnson, I'm in a tent.
Why do I hear
was.
his voice?
Good evening, everybody.
Well, am I?
Good evening,
That's
Bob.
his
We're all
spot.
watching Teresa's live panel.
Oh,
okay.
where's Discord coming
I'll
from?
be never at that.
It's me, but I don't have it open.
I'm muted.
Let me see if maybe I have it on. I bet you I know what to do. Nope.
Well, Bob,
Yep.
are you aware that the crippled colonel
Shit.
learned to walk?
I muted him for a sec.
That's funny.
Hi, Discord. Yes, Sasquatch, I was a little upset and triggered today because of the whole, that we kept getting blocked and banned in the streams every time we try to ask a legitimate question of this fake colonel, and try to ask questions to kind of narrow down what the heck was going on because nothing made any sense. And they just defend
Oh,
her,
man.
and they'd block and ban and get upset. And
I jumped on, and there was a list of 15 people that got blocked, all in a row. And I'm just like, what the hell? It was unbelievable.
And that, that went on for a few weeks. That's been going on, that we've been watching those with the colonel in there, the fake colonel, and, saying, hey, what do you mean you're a retired colonel? What do you mean you don't have benefits? What are you talking about? And just, people in the chat stream saying it's none of your business. They don't have to prove anything to you.
Ooh,
Blah, blah, blah. And just letting letting people in the community donate money to a fraud. It just rubbed the wrong way.
I got a question because I don't know. There's he made a comment about not signing a paper and being able to receive no pensions or disability until they're 75 years old. Is there
Bullshit.
any such thing?
No.
I didn't think so, but I don't know. I didn't want to state
2
one way
years.
or the
2
other.
years from she should. Oh, he said 18 years. 2 years from retirement. You don't just get out of the service.
Right,
He
that's
got
what I'm saying. Why
he got
why would you
kicked
give up your
out.
whole retirement for 2 years?
That happens. I mean, I know so many people. My brother-in-law, from one that made it, like a month from graduation of high school and dropped out. People do that. They'll work all the way to the end and right there achieving their goal and they push out and walk away.
Not in the military. No.
But the issue is that she didn't she was like disabled, or he says he was disabled out, and so that's why there was some sort of whatever
Well,
crazy.
then she'd be on disability through the military, and she'd have full services. Period. You don't have to wait till you're 75. No, if you get hurt in the military, so you can't serve anymore, they let you go. You have a military discharge or a medical discharge, and they take care of that forever. I mean, she's full of shit. He is.
And all along, have people sending money for this dog that doesn't even belong to him, and just constantly going over how she doesn't have any money and needing money for this dog. Just, I don't know, just to scam people. And then I just watched an A Balance video where he showed a clip of her showing all this computer equipment that she has. She got all this computer equipment, but she don't have money for the dog.
It's a business. It's a business. Scamming people is a business, and it takes equipment to run that business.
Well, that's
No,
disgusting.
Boomer, you don't.
But
and then that shit with Catilla. Oh my God. Fucking California
I
Citizens
forgot all
Watch.
about that. I hate that I forgot about all of that. I hope that she's okay, but yeah, it's crazy too.
Well,
That was just a bag full of.
yeah, what irritates me about that is everybody is so quick to jump on the bandwagon. Fuck CCW. He hasn't been to court. He hasn't been found guilty. Why is a rapist, accused child molester, afforded all this extra consideration, but this guy is not? It's either just be the same all the way across the board.
Oh, and then you can even bring in Otto, who is facing charges for domestic violence also.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the big issue with Ben? Everybody wanted Ben out of the community because he was it's some domestic charge they said he had. You know what I'm saying? What kind of sense does that make? So when is domestic okay? When is it okay to rape? When is domestic okay? I guess it's when you like the person. When you like them, then they can rape and they can domestic violence their wives or whatever. But when you don't like them, then it's a shame. It's awful. It's awful.
Well, the thing that got me about that, and is she said, "Well, you've done it before." he's hit her before, according to her, and she was still with him. I got a problem with that. I mean, I understand that there's this love thing and all that, but for fuck's sakes, if somebody's going to beat you, why are you going to hang around? I don't understand that.
Well, that happens a lot too. I mean, a lot of women do that. What I don't understand is if he beats you so much, why are you going to sit there with your phone on him, recording him, and doing everything you can to rile him up? You know, the guy's trying to sleep, and you're going to sit there and rile his ass up and say he beats you. Well, you must be expecting you're trying to get hit at that point.
Yeah, that
There
too.
was absolutely a lot of dysfunction to go around. A lot of dysfunction to go around on all of their parts. I thought, and I don't like to see, but it was dysfunctional, to say the least. Nobody was very perfect in all of that situation,
I'm going to get some coffee.
It's your last cup for the night.
I was going to try the sopapillas again tonight, Teresa, but tomorrow I'll give it another go.
You're not going to try the beignets?
I'm going to go for it. I got to get the sopapillas down first, then I might expand myself.
Did you find out if they need yeast or if it's like a baking powder or baking soda?
I don't know. I didn't look up the recipe for them. There was just one of our news stations. They started a new little foodie deal with one of the guys, and there's some French restaurant. He did a deal on beignets, and I looked at the picture. I said, "That's sopapillas, man. I don't know what you want to call it. That's a sopapilla." And you telling me that there is a difference. Now I'm gonna go for it. I gotta get the sopapilla. Bob.
Welcome, Bob. We were just listening to one of your sound clips.
Well, hello there, and I apologize for the feedback if you're getting any. I just thought I'd dive in here and see what it was all about. I've already made my presence known, so hello everybody, and I apologize for that.
Hi, Bob.
I would love to hear some Leonard sound clips. I was thinking about him a whole lot yesterday when the charges were dropped. He's one of the ones that, he supported me. He had my back, and I was really. It felt good to be able to tell y'all that the case was dropped, but I missed out. I want to be able to tell Leonard, the status of the case, and he's not here for me to do it.
Well, it so happens I do have a Leonard clip here or two, and I'll play one for you.
Awesome.
I actually went to our private message string yesterday and sent him a private message just saying, "Hey, miss you, bro."
Rip Leonard.
No, fan club is not a Discord channel, but these idiots keep going. We might get some people motivated to come help and get fan club, give it a little boost that it's needing, get it back going again.
I apologize. So apparently I have to turn up the correct feed here, otherwise you can't hear anything.
He's cranky.
He went from calling you brother to fucking trying to fuck you. God.
No.
He
didn't even buy me dinner first.
Not even trying to fuck you. Trying to fuck you would not been saying anything about it, would it? Now think about that. If I didn't want to say anything about it, the letter would come in the mail, and he'd and a phone call would come. I didn't fuck with him. I'm just telling him he's fucking himself.
But I'm Kelly. I wrote that review. I'm Kelly. So
you're Kelly?
But I am. So I have a sexy voice, don't I?
So now you're trying to say that you're Kelly? Is that what that was? Was that a ruse?
Hey, it was a ruse. You got it, and you fell for it. And look how fucking venomous and heated you got.
No, it wasn't. It was a ruse, huh? Okay, cool, awesome.
So
no, I hope it is.
What do you lead to, Felipe?
I will check the court calendar. They really don't know what's going on, and a lot of them are felony fucking stupid.
Do you think that we're stupid that you just gave some information out that Kendrick Moxon and your client, even though you have no client confidentiality because you're not an attorney?
It was open court. It was open court. The judge said it open court.
No different than what you just fucking told Murph 5 minutes ago, right?
Surely, no. John made a video about it. That's the difference.
And there's probably 20 people on here fucking recording. It's no difference. Jesus, man.
And one of those 20 happened to be me at that particular point in time, but he was always enjoyable. But I loved the way he would lead people down Cattle Row there and right through the gauntlet.
Yeah, he was really good at that.
He is greatly missed.
Hell yeah, I sure do miss him. He was one of my big supporters. Just like all of us, though. You know, he was a big supporter of all of us.
He was pretty well liked, I would say. Absolutely. And I don't mean to derail the conversation, so.
I don't mind talking about Leonard anytime.
There's certain people that when they tell you they care, when they show you they care, you believe they really genuinely care. And he was one of those people.
He was scary smart and had such a memory. He remembered everything, and he knew way more about you than you thought he ought to, which might concern you at some level. But once you got to know him, you knew he had no ill intent for sure.
Well, Bob, if that is your real name, thanks for that. That was awesome.
You're welcome. That's something that Felipe had been saying quite a bit when him and I would interact. He'd say, "Who is that talking? Who's this Bob?"
Bob who?
Bob who?
Yes, Pat. Leonard passed last, I believe it was in August.
July or August, yes. I don't remember which. Seemed like July 20-something was his last interaction that I could find.
Yeah.
Me too.
His heart gave way, I believe.
So what do you think about this Colonel there, Bob?
I'm not a big fan. I think it was starting to become apparent that he was shoveling BS at us. 18 years in the military, a full bird colonel, apparently paralyzed from the waist down, which would make him a paraplegic, right?
Yeah, with no discs in his back.
Right. And yet, magically, as though Jesus descended from heaven and cured him, he stood up thinking his camera was turned off, stood up, walked away, and then moments later he reappeared, shuffling across the floor.
What I liked was at the end of it.
Say again, Texas.
What I liked was at the end of it, after she had her husband or he had his boyfriend cover up the camera.
Right.
And then at that point, he ran across the room, I guess moved the chair back, and then comes rolling back in the chair, like he was in the chair the whole time. That was the best part of it.
That was pretty good.
And I'm sorry, I mean to refer to her as a her.
We're all making that mistake tonight, Bob. It's not a big deal.
That is another claim that she makes, is that she is a female. That was another claim that the people around her were saying that they had seen evidence of, that she was 100% a female.
Oh, I couldn't help but think about you, Teresa, when Carissa, Carissa was questioned about that. Well, I saw a picture. Was there a head? No. Sound familiar?
Well, and I saw that TV show Cops clip of the colonel, and they believed her. They believed that she was a colonel in the Marines, that she knew some moves because apparently she was able to drop a guy to the ground while in her chair, and yeah, that was an interesting clip.
I would have liked to see the clip of her actually doing it from that chair, because I tend to believe that maybe that was another fib she told the police.
Yeah.
Well, you could probably do it if the guy that you're grabbing hold of isn't expecting it.
Yeah, blindside him. You bet.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Well, if you believe the colonel,
Yeah.
you do not want to mess with the colonel.
I was hoping she's going to come on tonight because I wanted to call her a fucking liar right to his face.
Well, the channel magically disappeared today, didn't it?
Yeah, this evening when it came out.
It sure did.
I was surprised that she left her channel up overnight. I would have figured that she knew that she was caught, but apparently the people in the panel didn't pick up on it or were in denial. I noticed two of them were laying in bed.
That
happened this morning, I believe.
Yes, this morning is when that panel happened. I know there were some people saying that it happened last night, but that's not true.
Okay.
Someone from Discord was watching that panel stream. Don't ask me why. Somebody was monitoring it and saw that, and then came and told us about it. We were like, no way, no way. And it took me about 15 minutes to find it, but sure enough, and I was like, oh no, there's no way. And sure enough, she gets right up, and I thought, well, she's probably gonna fall, or she's holding on to something or something. Walks right across the room like it's no big deal. I was like, oh my goodness.
GD says Donkey said she had sex appeal. Good one, GD.
GD is great. A great troll. A good troll. He's of the highest caliber troll out there. Am I right?
I'd say so.
He's pretty high caliber. Up there maybe with Odin.
Oh, I think he's even more skilled than Odin. I hate to pit them against each other, but if there was a competition, I'd put my money down on GD.
Oh yeah, GD's probably a better troll, but Odin's up there.
Cactus F, if he was still around, whatever happened to him?
Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to him. Cactus fuck. I don't even know if I want to say that on this stream, but I think there's already been some curse words.
I think I'm sorry. A few slipped
No,
through.
I don't think it really matters, but yeah, I wonder whatever happened to him. If he's watching, hey in Norway.
Yeah, he did have a unique name.
Call us sometime.
Give us a call.
Scarlet GD is just a spork.
A plastic spork at that.
Well, he is a little leprechaun.
He's our little leprechaun, though.
Yeah, he's all right. There's a lot of people out there that really don't like him a lot.
Oh, I've had moments. It's like I've got a meme that I throw up there every once in a while.
Care to elaborate, Bob?
Shut the F up, you damn little leprechaun.
I need to get all those little sayings made on the plaque. Have Lady Metalsmith make them and have Tormund pose with them.
Yeah, that's neat. Now, does Tormund wear his Lady Metalsmith medallion all the time?
It's a keychain, so he has to hold it in his claws.
Okay, I like that. She's talented.
Hey, Sasquatch. Go ahead, Teresa.
No, you go ahead. I was changing the subject. You go ahead.
I was changing the subject. So
You go first.
ahead.
You go first. I was just going to say,
I just tried to change the subject.
That we have a metalsmith in there that makes awesome metal things, out of copper and brass and stuff. So that's one thing people are missing, I guess, in Discord.
Yeah, one of these days I want to get Lady Metalsmith so she can put together a 3-dimensional the Wolfman logo. That'd be pretty cool. light up the eyes like it is. I would love to have something
Oh, I'm
like that.
sure she could.
Oh, I know she could. She's talented. No, what I was going to ask you, Sasquatch, was have you talked to backup camera guy at all lately?
No,
Don't talk to him at all anymore, huh?
I haven't talked to hardly anybody. You on Discord.
Yeah.
Nobody calls me. I mean, it's weird.
He came kind of crying to the wife and I one day in Leon Valley. You know, saying, I know they can't be trusted, blah, blah, blah. And talked to the wife, made sure that, you know, if anything happened, they would be in contact and all this and that. And then one day he called me up. I'd gotten a new phone and I didn't have the phone numbers switched over from the Android to the iPhone. And I got a text and I replied back, who is this? And he got so pissed off, and I haven't talked to him since.
Wow, sensitive.
And now he goes out with Sheepdog, I guess, still.
Well, shit, they're so fucking close together there. I mean, Christ, I'm clear on the other side of town. It takes me 45 minutes to an hour to get to the other side of town. I mean,
Brian was not that close. Brian was out by Bronick Lake.
well, it's still closer than me. I mean,
Are you out by Casterville?
yeah,
That's what I thought.
I could throw a rock really hard and hit it.
You know, that's an interesting point you all make. This this free speech movement is big, and there's a lot of players in it, but it's become segmented, and it's just weird. I mean, there's this Merbite group that got together and we discussed the law and things like that, and we were fairly critical of the people that were going out and not really understanding what the laws were and what case law meant and stuff like that. And then there were the mavericks out there, just, you know, armed with the DHS memo or the FPS memo. They could do anything they wanted to inside any building they wanted to. And, you know, it's weird that we're so segmented. Why can't we get on the same page? And Poster 7, exactly, Teresa.
Oh, I agree.
It'll never happen.
I mean, part of my problem is that, hey, I'm not in the best physical shape. You know, I got health problems, and, you know, I totally understand why nobody wants to, you know, they go for these long walks. Well, shit, I can't do that, you know. My legs fucking swell up fucking huge, and fuck, I gotta sit down for fucking 5 or 6 hours and raise my legs up to fix that. So,
well, you know, part of this is a social thing. I think some of the reason we get on here is just to have conversations. Hell, we'll talk about food. We'll talk about what y'all are doing in your lives and things like that. So, I mean, it's not a single topic that
we'll talk about anything.
That is exactly right.
And I mean anything.
Sov sits.
Boomer's feet.
Boomer's feet. That's right. Old shirt stuff. Love you, Boomer.
Hey, Boomer.
Meatloaf, absolutely.
We
Shut
have
up, Boomer.
a lot of meatloaf recipes. We
Yeah.
talk about food a lot.
I did post. Oh, I didn't post it, but I showed a picture of that strawberry stuff that I made. Boy, that was good.
I've come away with so many food ideas from Discord. I feel funny sometimes. You know, I'm making up a batch of muffin brownies that came from William and RC. Making up this that somebody else brought up. They brought up bacon last week. I have not had a BLT in 5 years. And I believe it was Bruce and RC were talking about bacon last weekend. I've had BLTs twice this week.
They're good. Meat candy.
I had BLTs twice this week too.
I haven't had one. I have had my junk food intake for the week. I try to keep it down to about once a week, but that's definitely a good idea. You know, I've got a folder for just about every person that makes a spectacle. and food and memes and things like that. And food is a big one. I've got some pretty nice pictures.
Hey, pound of bacon, head of lettuce. Yeah.
A
2
pound of
slices of bread.
A pound of bacon. That'll make 2
Heart
sandwiches.
attack.
Hey, it's meat candy, man.
Yes, it is.
Bacon is good stuff.
We have 2 festivals annually in Des Moines. One is a chocolate breakfast, and the other one is a bacon festival. And the two go together. By the way, I didn't know
yes,
that.
they do.
Aw, good dog.
Nilla, you're on TV. You're on TV. You want to see some Family Feud? You want to watch Family Feud?
I'm gonna have to get an extra camera instead of using the one on my computer.
Flip one over to the lizard.
Yeah. Well,
Tormund Cam.
He's in there, and then the rotten black one is there.
Aw. The rotten black one.
Yeah, she's spoiled.
I bet.
Well, you guys, I am not going to keep us here all night. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and end this stream. I don't want it to get too long. That way, if somebody wants to pull it and make fun of us, I guess they won't have that much of a file to have to download.
Well, thank you for hosting this, Teresa. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I kind of wanted to give everybody a chance to come back and troll us because, and I don't know about you, Bob, and Texas Wolfman and Sasquatch, but I get thrown out of a lot of streams.
No.
I just, I just kind of wanted to, give the people that are, throwing me out an opportunity to come and just face me like I'm not afraid to face them. So,
Oh, they're hiding under their desks.
I've got the link. I had the link in the description all this time and stuff too. So I'll try to do this again in a week or so. I'm not a huge fan of hosting these because they make me nervous. I don't like to talk live on TV or YouTube or whatever.
I think it'd be kind of fun to see Sweet Tea's claws come out once in a while.
Well, nobody's. I don't think it's a secret that my claws come out every now and then, and I had my claws out earlier tonight with Jeff because I was a little upset. I'm a little upset that the complacency in this, this community, and it just really irks me that people sit around and watch other people be victimized.
We just need to paint it. That's all that.
Well, that's what made this stream super hot.
Sass, Texas. Talk to you all later.
Yeah, I'll be in Discord shortly.
All righty. See you,
Hey, before you shut it down, I know there's people in here that weren't around yesterday. Let me just say thank you again to everybody, Teresa, Sasquatch, Bob, everybody in the YouTube chat for your support of the last year and a half.
Absolutely.
We kicked their ass, and I appreciate y'all for having my back.
CFW in the house, A Balance says. What? Where's CFW? She's not
here.
All right.
Where's that old lady with the poor makeup?
All right, Bob. Good night, Bob.
Poor makeup. Jeez.
Yeah, and she's Caroline would have been welcome to come in the stream. I will put the link up real quick just in case it's going to keep anybody. I brought that other guy in. He just had some issues with his mic and he was reverbing. I didn't kick him. He just left. So I don't know what happened to him, but I'm not afraid to face any one of them. But like I said,
Charlotte, come in.
Teresa, you make my boots shiver when you get screaming. I'm glad I don't piss you off much.
I don't feel like I'm screaming when I talk like that. I just feel like I'm just talking louder.
You do get louder, but it's a good loud.
I have a small voice as it is. So, when I raise my voice, it's want people to hear what I'm saying. All righty. Good night, Texas Wolfman.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, Tormund and Sasquatch. And I want to thank everybody for coming in and watching. I'm always surprised that people actually watch me or watch these live streams, I guess, but I do spend a lot of time watching them also. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. And I guess before I go, I don't know if there's anything else in the stream anybody wanted to ask me. I don't see anything. Nope. Alrighty then. All right, and thanks everybody for coming in and for watching, and please do yourselves a favor and, you know, check these people out before you start sending your hard-earned money. There's just not a lot of money to go around in this community, and I want it to be used for the right things that are going to actually make a difference, and not, you know, people that are trying to scam you, that are lying to you, that are lying about who they actually are just to get money out of you. That is something that I cannot stand. So, like I said, good night, everybody, and thanks for watching.